back to my channel, BForeal. I am Britt, so you read that right. Today we are trying out some vegan sushi. This is actually only my second time making it. If you follow me on Instagram at BForeal610, then you know that I made it for the first time on my IG story. So I decided to make a video for you guys, just showing you what I did. I am not a pro. I am not Japanese, okay? I am not Asian. I just love sushi and I wanted to make it vegan, of course. So that's exactly what I did today. It's not perfect. Like I said, I am not a pro, so don't come for me in these comments, okay? I am trying. This is an experiment, okay? So, of course, as always, be sure to subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss any of my videos. And we are going to go ahead and hop right into the video. So first things first, we are going to go ahead and get our sushi rice popping. You can get this from any well-stocked market. I got mine from Walmart. So I'm just taking 2 cups of the sushi rice here. I'm just going to go ahead and rinse it with some cool water until it runs clear. So if you look at that water, it is a little cloudy. I don't like that. So we are going to go ahead and wash this until our water runs clear. Okay, y'all, so once all of the starch is rinsed off of our rice, I'm going to go ahead and get it ready for the pot. I'm throwing in 2.5 cups of water, and I'm just cooking this according to the package directions. So I'm not doing anything complicated or doing it on my own. I'm just going to follow the directions, and that's it. Because one thing I learned about making sushi is that the number one thing you need to get right is the rice. The rice is what makes the sushi, so I'm doing it according to the package directions. So we got it in here. We're going to give this a little stir. I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it down low, cover it, and let it cook for 20 minutes. Boom, simple. So while our rice is cooking, we are going to go ahead and get our little, I don't know if you want to call this a marinade. I don't know, but basically we're going to season the rice. I'm using a 1/2 cup of rice vinegar, 2 cups of sugar, cane sugar, and 2 teaspoons of sea salt. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a little stir. And once our rice is cooked, boom, it's looking perfect. It's looking great. We are going to go ahead and pour that mixture in. I'm going to make sure I scrape all that sugar at the bottom. Yep, get that all up in there. And we're going to go ahead and give this a nice stir. I am using a spatula because I don't want to break my rice. So I'm going to go ahead and use this spatula to basically cut through the rice and not mash it, if that makes sense, because you want to keep your rice whole. All right, y'all got that? See, we are moving right along. And don't be concerned if it looks a little wet. We are going to set it to the side, and I promise you it will get sticky, so you don't have to worry about it looking a little wet. It'll actually absorb while we prep everything else. So here I'm just getting our quote-unquote salmon together. This is going to be mock salmon. I'm going to be using carrots. So I'm going to be placing 3 carrots in the oven. I'm just here seasoning it with some salt and some pepper. Low ancestor shimmy. I did not measure this out. We are going to place these carrots in the oven at 350 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, so if you don't have the time to put these in the oven, no worries. Put whatever you like into your sushi rolls. You do not have to do this. I just actually wanted to try this out to see if it tasted like mock salmon. So you can or cannot follow this recipe, but be sure that if you don't have the time, you don't have to. Okay, I just want to make that clear. So we are going to make a little marinade for our little smoked salmon that we're making here, quote unquote. I'm just taking 2 nori sheets, which is the smoked seaweed sheets. I'm going to take 2 of those and I'm going to cut those up. I am not doing a great job. Y'all are going to see throughout this whole video that the struggle is real. The struggle is real. I am not a seasoned sushi maker, and you know, it's going to show throughout this entire video. So I am going ahead and chopping these nori flakes up, and it's not perfect, but it's all right. It's going to be all right. Okay, it's going to be okay. So real quick, a little public service announcement, just because I know it's going to be somebody in the comments that's going to say, well, you're vegan, so why are you making something to imitate meat? Well, ma'am or sir, I don't want to eat animals. I never said they didn't taste good. Okay? I like flavor. I like seasoning. I like texture. I like things that are familiar. I just don't want to eat an animal. That's just period. Okay? So hopefully that clears up anything for anyone who may have questions. Keep in mind, there will be a full list of the ingredients in the description box below. Here, I'm just making the marinade. I used some water. I did my ancestor shimmy with some paprika, some garlic, some salt, pepper. We put in some maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, and our nori flakes that we created. And I went ahead and placed that in a bowl and flicked my wrist. I am going to go ahead and use a peeler. Our carrots are done, and I am peeling them with a peeler to put them into our marinade. In hindsight, I could have julienned these carrots, but like I said, this is a video where I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, if you would like to duplicate this recipe, I would advise you to julienne your carrots because you don't really need to slice them. Okay, so hopefully I did the hard work for someone else so that they don't make the same mistake I did. But we're going to put this into our refrigerator. I'm going to cover it, and I'm just going to keep it in there for at least a half an hour, but I'm basically just going to keep it in my refrigerator while I prep my other veggies. So I am going to be using some cucumber. So pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to go ahead and slice this down. We're going to peel it, slice it, julienne it, and then, we're moving right along. So today I will also be making a spicy crab roll. I'm going to be using heart of palm as my mock crab substitute. So if you weren't familiar, Goya actually has a heart of palm canned version. I was using the Great Value brand that I found at Walmart, but just in case you're in your local supermarket, a lot of supermarkets carry Goya, so they also have heart of palm in that section as well. So as you can see, guys, I just have 2 forks, and I basically just took my fork and dragged it down the heart of palm in order to flake it up. If you've watched my gumbo recipe, then you've seen me do this before for my crab substitute, and I'm just going to fork this up. If you've ever shredded some chicken, then this should be familiar to you, but I'm basically just shredding this down until I'm getting, a little crab-like consistency. So in the end, you should have something that looks like this. Whoom, whop, wham. Thank you, ma'am. We are moving right along. So I'm going to be taking this vegan mayo, and I'm going to be taking about a little over a tablespoon of this. I'm going to add in some sriracha. It's going to be up to you how much sriracha you would like to use. I'm also going to be using kelp granules, which is going to help give us that crab-like taste. I will link in the description box where you can find kelp granules if you are not sure. And I'm just going to go ahead and flick my wrist on it. Boom. Simple. So all of our veggies are pretty much done. So I'm going to be using a bamboo mat to roll our sushi today. I'm just going to be wrapping it in this cling wrap, saran wrap, whatever you would like to call it. So that way it is a mess-free situation. Once we are done rolling up all of our sushi, we will just take the saran wrap off and boom, simple and easy cleanup. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold this over. We're going to tuck all of our corners nice and neat, and boom, good to go. I did also see a trick on YouTube where if you do not have a bamboo mat, you can roll with saran wrap. I'm not that good yet, so I'm going to show you guys how I do it with the bamboo mat. And moving forward, these are the nori sheets that I'm using today to roll our sushi. I am going to go ahead and use half a sheet of sushi because it's going to give us a better size bite. If you use the entire sheet, the bite is a little too big for my liking, so I'm going to use half a sheet. So I just went ahead and folded our nori sheet in half, and here I'm just dragging my knife down the center, basically to perforate it. But if you have kitchen shears, this would be so much easier. I have a feeling what happened to my kitchen shears, but I'm not saying any names or pointing any elbows, but someone somewhere has my kitchen shears. So I just went ahead and pulled that in half. I have my bowl of water here, which I'm going to be constantly dipping my hands in to keep the rice from sticking. And here there is a shiny side and a rough side of the nori sheet. You want to place the rice on the rough side. So I'm taking about a cup of rice here, and I'm going to, with my fingertips, just gently press out our rice to make it all even onto our nori sheet. So once we get our rice all nice and even on our nori sheet, we're going to take a nice slow walk through this rolling process. As I stated before, you do see me constantly dipping my hands in the water to keep the rice from sticking because it is sticky. So once we have our rice evenly placed on our nori sheet, I am going to take some toasted sesame seeds and I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle that down the center. That's just for aesthetic. You can do this before or after. I just chose to do it now. And I'm going to go ahead and flip our nori sheet over. The rice on this roll is going to be on the outside, so it is going to look like a traditional sushi roll that you are used to seeing at a restaurant. So here I'm just going to go ahead and take our mock crab mixture that we made, and this should be on like the lower half of the sheet. But like I said, I'm not a pro. I am working it out as I am making this on video. So I am just scooping out the avocado just with a spoon, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to our roll as well, just to, give it a little something extra. And now here I'm going to take my bamboo mat, very carefully tuck in our nori. Now you never want that bamboo mat to be under the roll. We're going to take it, tuck it, and I'm going to squeeze the roll, not too hard. You don't want to squeeze out the contents. And I'm going to pull the mat, squeeze the roll, then pull the mat, squeeze the roll. So basically shaping it as I go. Now once it's done, I'm just going to take the end and shape up the ends here. But boom. Y'all see that under there? Y'all see the little sneak peek? Y'all seen that? So we are just going ahead and shaping up the roll, and you can always, go back afterwards and use the bamboo mat to shape it. But boom, look at that. All right, let's move on real quick. I'm going to cut these at the end. So next, we are going to go ahead and do the same thing. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because it's a little, repetitive. But we are going to do the same thing with the rice. So here we're going to go ahead and add in our filling. I am going to be using the vegan tofu cream cheese. I love this, live by it. It is amazing. So I'm just taking the spatula here and we're going to spread that out in a nice even layer on our nori wrap. Now, I'm not the best at placement of our fillings, but I'm going to get there, one day. So our carrots that we roasted, aka our smoked salmon, I'm just taking that out of our marinade, shaking off the excess liquid, and we're placing that in a nice even layer on our nori roll here. So yeah, it's looking good. It's shaping up to be a good roll. And then we're just going to go ahead and add in our avocado to go ahead and complete this roll. And boom, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'm once again going to show you all the technique. Hopefully this is helpful. Let me know in the comments if this is helping you guys out with how to roll. But basically, I'm just going to tuck the food in. We're going to bring the mat around, tighten it, seal it. Then we're going to pull the mat forward, shape it again, pull the mat forward, shape it again, pull the mat forward, shape it again. We are taking our time, no rush. Pull the mat forward, shape it, pull the mat forward, shape it, boom. It's just repetitive. You keep doing the same thing and you take your time, okay? No rush. And boom. So last roll, and on this roll we are actually going to keep all the contents inside of the roll, so I won't be flipping it over. So here you'll just see me going ahead and adding our cucumber here. We'll also be adding in some avocado. That's it, simple as that. And for the last time, we are going to do the exact same technique that we have used with all the other rolls. All right, and we are done. We have another beautiful sushi roll here. So for this roll, because it doesn't have any rice on the outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some canned roasted red peppers and I'm just going to slice those up, and it's going to be a nice pretty garnishment that we're going to add on the top of our sushi roll here. Little trick I seen, and I thought it was really dope because it makes it look like tuna, but it in fact is roasted red pepper. So once we get all of our pieces on, I'm just going to take some saran wrap and basically mold that down. we're just going to lay that right across, give it a little squeeze, and mold those red peppers right down onto our sushi roll. And then I'm going to go ahead and take our knife. So the second most important part of sushi is to have a very sharp knife. So I did go ahead and sharpen my knife. I dipped it in some water to go ahead and prevent it from sticking to the sushi. And then I went ahead and made a nice clean cut on our sushi roll here. After I cut, I am going to go ahead and wipe my knife off, and I'm going to repeat that step. So here I actually went ahead and cut all of these already, but I am going to show you guys again how I did that. So basically, with your sharp knife, you're dipping it in water. You're going to go ahead and make your cut, and then wipe it off and repeat the steps. Also, when you are cutting your sushi rolls, you're going to first cut your roll in half. Then you're going to cut those two halves in half. And then you're going to cut those halves into halves until you get the pieces that you desire. So that's what you see me doing here. And boom, I'm going to do this with all the rolls. Nothing special. I am going to be using my bamboo mat just to straighten up the pieces, because my rolls do start to get a little janky looking as I'm cutting, because I start to realize that my knife isn't as sharp as it needs to be. I need to get new knives or something, because I just felt like I wasn't doing a great job. You know, I felt like things were just falling apart, but my rolls were beautiful prior to me cutting. So I did it right. It's just my knives weren't up to par, is what I'm coming to understand. So it's all good. We just took our bamboo mat and just tried to straighten everything out back to how it was. And then we are going to go ahead and plate these beautiful rolls. I have some low sodium soy sauce right there. You can, of course, use liquid aminos or, you know, coconut aminos if you do not bang with soy. I have some pickled ginger there, as well as some wasabi. I did go ahead and make a spicy mayo with some vegan mayo, ketchup, and sriracha. I just eyeballed it, so it's no exact measurements for that. I just mixed it together until I got it to my liking. So I drizzled that onto our slate here. You know, got a little fancy on y'all. And we are going to go ahead and add our sushi rolls on top and dress it up so it looks nice and pretty for y'all. And boom, look at these beautiful sushi rolls. I am so proud of myself. This is the first time that I've done anything like this. I feel like sushi could be a thing where it looks so overwhelming, but it actually was very, very easy to make. So yeah, I'm very, very proud of myself. Alright, y'all, so we are all done. I have my sushi here. Child, I hope my avocado didn't go big, because I had to go lay these edges down, because I was really looking like Who Shot John and Forgot to Kill Him. If you watch Love and Basketball, you know that reference. So I'm just going to go ahead and try these out on camera for you guys. A couple of these I've never made before. Well, I haven't really made sushi before anyway, but the combinations are things that I haven't tried before just in my own kitchen. So I wanted to try it on camera for you guys so you could see me actually, trying it out. So first we are going to try our avocado crab roll. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't see the avocado in here. Yeah, I don't see the avocado. But it's in the other rolls. Maybe it missed that roll. I don't know. Child, I don't know. That really tastes like crab. I actually like to try rolls first without dipping them in any type of soy sauce or anything like that, because I like to see how they taste on their own to see if they actually really taste good. Because soy sauce or liquid aminos, coconut aminos, whatever you're using, it's going to help, help the flavor. So next is going to be our cucumber avocado roll with the roasted pepper on top. Let's see if I can pick one up. It looks like that. Oop. So this roll is a little janky, but it's here though, you know. Really, really good. That roasted pepper on top, unmatched. Like, unmatched. Yeah, highly recommend that one. It's something about that roasted red pepper that is just... it's unlike anything else. And then our last one is the smoked salmon with the avocado and cream cheese. So, there we go. And my hands are ashy, y'all. Don't judge me. It was dipping in a lot of water. I could have got lotion, but I was being lazy. Judge your mom. Here we go. That is really, 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 really good. And I typically don't like cream cheese in my sushi, but I think it's the blend of all the flavors together. And I feel like when they do sushi at the restaurant, like the cream cheese be like real thick. It's like a block. I don't like that. I don't like that. This is it. This is the one for sure. Out of the three, my favorite has to be the smoked salmon with the avocado and the cream cheese. Bang, bang, bang. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these up. I'm not sharing. I thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in my next video.